Start your week with a triple shot of good vibes. This is the Project Joy podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Thanks for joining me. Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I'm so excited to be here with you for another episode of Project Joy Live. How is your Monday going so far? I know it's really early for some of you guys today, but we're here for it, right? We're here for it. I typically go to bed really early, but my joy today is that I stayed up late and here I am anyway. Because let me tell you, if I don't get my sleep, we have problems. We have problems around here. So I was very tired. Now, what did I get sucked into? Last week, I was telling you guys I've been hanging out a lot over here on TikTok. In fact, I'm live on TikTok right now. Hi, guys. So I'm live on TikTok right now, and I've been hanging out over there a lot. And last night we did Love Rally, which we do every 2 weeks on Sunday. It is the coolest experience. It's where more than 20 creators get together. They go live and they take all of their people and they send them over to another live and just love the daylights out of them. And it's the coolest experience, like hundreds of people. Thank you so much, guys. And so it's the coolest experience. And so I live for that. You guys know that I have been in this business of joy for some time now. And at least that's how I show it. My goal is to bring as many people joy as possible in their lives and to help them see that they have that ability to have that conscious choice every single day, no matter who they're surrounded with, no matter what their circumstances are, to choose joy, choose happiness. And so this event that goes on every 2 weeks on TikTok just absolutely fills my whole soul. My whole heart was full last night. And for it to happen on Valentine's Day, I mean, was there a better time to do it? No, there was not. So it was amazing. Such a cool experience. And then after that, we went to go chill out, had to get the kids to bed and everything else. And I found this guy. You guys, I'm trying to get him for the Breakthrough Show. So listen, Joel, if you are listening, I need you on the show, bud. I need you on the show. He plays the most beautiful guitar. And it's such a cool, you could like literally request any song and he just plays it. And it's the coolest experience. So I ended up until almost like 1 a.m, which is not like me. I am typically a old lady asleep by like 8 a.m. or 8 p.m., 8 p.m., p.m. And then I get up super early, but I did not. And so I'm a little dragging this morning, but really glad to be here. I want to say good morning to everybody that's joining on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook. Chris is here. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you guys. So that's my joy, is that I had this incredible experience last night, and then continued to have that on TikTok last night, listening to this incredible music. And it soothes my soul to have incredible music and incredible people, and thrilled to be here with you guys today. So with all of that said, we've got some incredible people coming up today on the show that I can see are waiting in the wings, if you will, to share some joy and gratitude with us this morning. So we're going to be back in just a minute for more Project Joy podcast live. What's up, everyone? It's Jessica here, your host of the Project Joy podcast and, of course, the Breakthrough Show. I want to take a moment and thank all of our supporters here at the show. With your financial support, we are able to expand the show and reach more people with the hopes of inspiring our audience members to change their lives for the better and know they are supported during times of breakthrough. We welcome our one-time contributions to our show by sending a PayPal to business@thebreakthroughshow.com, or you can join us at patreon.com/thebreakthroughshow, where you'll be rewarded for your regular contribution with things like our exclusive community, Soul Connection Collective, merchandise discounts, fun shout-outs on the show, and more. On behalf of everyone here at the Breakthrough Show and its network, we thank you for your generous support. And now back to the podcast. Welcome back to Project Joy Podcast Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I am super excited to be here with you this morning. If you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube, I would love for you to use that comment section and type down below. Let us know where you're joining from. And you can also go to projectjoypodcast.com and click on that join live button and join us live on air to share a moment of joy, a moment of gratitude with us. And it's always a good time to hear from other people. I've got a good friend of mine waiting in the wings here to share some more joy and gratitude with us this morning. Miss Cheryl Ford is here again today. Welcome, Miss Cheryl.
Good morning, Jessica. How are you?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
Oh, I am wonderful for a Monday. Well, any day that you wake up is a good day. So, you know,
Amen.
I'm just, your show on a Monday morning is such an inspiration, not only to me,
Thank
but I'm
you.
sure it's reaching so many other people. It's easy to say, blah, here's Monday again, but
Yeah.
whenever they get
Right.
taste of Project Joy, it's almost like a spiritual vitamin, an infusion,
Yeah.
like a B12 infusion. Like, yes, it's Monday.
I love that. I love it's just you guys, Cheryl, I just love Cheryl. Listen, there's some people that through I was just saying, the different platforms that I'm on, the different shows I do, what a privilege it is, what an honor it is for me to get to connect with such incredible people. And then beyond that, to have created these relationships with some of you guys, like Cheryl, like Kevin Kiley that I was mentioning before, and we have this opportunity to take that relationship to the next level and be each other's biggest cheerleaders. And I love that. And I thank you for that, my friend. I love you so much.
Well, I would not say it if it were not true because anyone that comes into your presence, they should leave feeling better than what it is that they entered in. And I find that that's what you bring. No matter what you are going through, you still always have it within you to be an encouragement to others.
Mm,
And that's very important. That is
thank
very
you.
important. So
Yeah.
I can only imagine how wonderfully blessed your family must feel every day just to have you as their matriarch. So that's
Oh,
you get to share that joy with the world, not only with them, you get to share that joy with the world. Your enthusiasm and your vigor for not only being alive, but for living out loud in your purpose. And that is
thank
so
you.
important.
Thank you so much for that. Not every day is a great day. And a couple years ago, when I started having the major issues with my health, and I made the decision to continue to move on with this show anyway and to do it anyway. There's so many people who said, Jessica, why don't you just stop? You know, walk away, get the rest that you need, spend the time with your kids. Don't worry about feeling like you have to be on all the time or be on the show all the time. And I couldn't imagine not doing it. And I really truly think that doing it anyway and pushing through and being that light for others, if I'm not creating joy for somebody else, I'm not creating it for myself. That's just how I live, and I can't think of doing anything else.
Absolutely, because I don't find that there's any way that you can fake authentic joy.
Yeah.
People can feign happiness, and you hear the buzzword these days, well, everyone just be nice. Just because you're
Mm,
nice doesn't mean that you're kind, because
right.
underneath a lot of niceties, there's also passive aggression, there's snark, and there's just a
Right.
lot of things that people will say to you that when they're smiling, you may think it's a compliment, but when you walk away from me actually thinking about it, like, they just insulted me. Oh my
Mm,
goodness.
yeah. Yeah.
So being nice is not being kind. I think we
Right.
need more genuine kindness in the world. And as we
Absolutely.
kind, then that brings joy to others and to ourselves. It's like you
Mm,
said, every day is not a good day. Every day is
right.
not easy. But when we can look at our lives and find some gratitude. It doesn't mean that everything we're going through we're grateful for. It means we can find gratitude in the fact that we can go through it because we've gone through so many other very difficult situations in life. And when you can reflect back on what you have been through and where you are now, you will realize, like our elders always said, everything that doesn't kill you shall make you stronger.
Yes,
So
yes,
we can find
absolutely.
strength and gratitude in where we have been and the challenges that we overcome. And we thought that it would surely be the end of us. And you can look at yourself and say, well, damn, I am still here.
Yes.
Surely there must be a God.
Yes. Yeah. See, Miss Cheryl Ford always bringing the good word. Listen, this is why I love when you pop on. Always a good word. I want to bring on another friend with us right now to join the conversation. My friend Kevin Kiley's been hanging out here. Y'all know him. Y'all know him here on the Breakthrough Show
He
page
created the
network.
show Ghosted.
That's
The
right.
song Ghosted. Yes. That's a
The
great
song
song.
Ghosted. Kevin Kiley is here, you guys. Welcome.
Hey everyone.
Do you see? Do you see what I have created here? Everybody's like, he did Ghosted. Duh. Everybody knows him.
Wait, your name is Cheryl, right?
Yes.
That message that you just gave, I really needed to hear that this morning, so thank you for that. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much. If we can't bring anything else to the world, even when we're feeling at our worst, I find that at sometimes at my absolute worst, then I will find myself encouraging others, not just to boost myself, but when we can get outside of ourselves and see that there are so many people that have far more going on than us. It doesn't mean that what we have going on is not important, but when we can just have some empathy for others and just sometimes even a smile could be something that turns around someone else's day. So thank you so much. And I love your song. I already know it's going to top the chart.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
I love it. Listen, we've had a whole. I play Name That Tune on TikTok every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. And every time Kevin comes on, I play Ghosted. And so eventually everybody on TikTok is going to be like, oh, Ghosted. Of course,
We know
that's
it.
what.
Of course.
It's so good. Kevin, what are you up to today?
I'm in my store right now currently, drinking a watermelon tea.
Hey, where's
But
mine?
yeah, got you. Any flavor. Yeah, no, I did some pretty cool photo shoots this weekend, for a new project I'm working on. Yeah, I've been doing a lot, but very grateful for everything that I've been getting to do, especially with the times that we're in, because it's even that much harder, you know.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm just like I'm very happy. Like I'm high off life. Like I don't know. I took the good with the bad throughout this whole situation. And I was like, you can sit around and mope because yeah, we're in a pandemic and everything is horrible, or you can do something about it. And that's what I did. Like I opened this business in the middle of it. You know, I released
Mm,
my fifth single, Ghosted, 2 weeks ago or whatever. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And you just gotta keep going. And I love seeing that. Like I think people are starting to finally do that. And like, I love
yeah.
you so much and I love what you do for everyone because it's so beautiful. Like even this, like I know you were so tired last night. You were doing something great, but like you're tired, but you still show up, and so many people appreciate that. And I just want you to know, like, you always do good for everyone else, and I want you to know how much you're loved and how much we appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
But this is
You're
like
welcome.
I live for this. I live for the opportunity that I have to create a space where and I'm not just talking about the show. I'm talking about in life and in a relationship with someone where someone can feel safe, where they can feel loved and heard and appreciated because as much as we think that's, everywhere, it's something that's rare. It's something that's rare to really go that deep in a relationship. And um I'm believe me, I love you all right back. I love you all. I appreciate you so much more than I feel like I can express. So much more. So Miss Cheryl launched her website last week. Kevin started his business. Like what? what has it been like for you to like keep going and keep moving forward in the times that we have been in the last, year and a half?
Hmm. Go ahead, Kevin.
I think that I just, there was a moment in the beginning of all this, like where obviously it's so new to everyone that you don't know, you don't know. So like you take that time and you're kind of
Right.
like, okay, it is, unfortunately, it is what it is. You have to do your part and you got to keep going. And it's like, I look towards the future, I look towards the light, and I'm like, I like to be positive. I like to bring that into things every day. And it's like you can't harp on the negative because it's easy to do that. It's easy to just lay back in bed. It's easy to give up. It's easy because the way of the world is right now. It's easy to just say, "Nope, I'm good." Like, but like, the unfortunate reality of it is like it is what it is right now, and you just have to keep going in any way that you can. Like, be positive. Like, set goals, set goals. That's what I did. I set goals, and then you have something to look forward to. It may not be right now, it may not be next year, but like set goals, do things that you might not have been able to do in might not have been able to do before. Like, for example, I was supposed to be on Broadway. I was literally 3 weeks, 4 weeks or whatever from being on Broadway, making my Broadway debut, and I everything got shut down 2 weeks before that, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like it just go figure. Like, my dreams are coming true, and it's like boop. But
Yeah.
I turned it around. I turned it around. I
Yeah.
opened this business. Like, it's called Spotlight Nutrition. I did it after Broadway so that when those doors open up again, I'll be there, and I know my store will have me in it, like my legacy in it,
Right.
and whatever I'm doing. And I release music, and you just gotta go. It's like it's so hard right now, and times are so hard, but we got to be stronger than it. Is what I'm trying to say. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yes.
You have
Yes.
to.
And
You
that
have
was
to.
exactly what I was talking about before you came on, was that, that period of time where I was really down and everybody was like, oh, just go rest and go be down. And I'm like, but I can't. I
No,
can't.
no.
I got to be, like you said, bigger than whatever it is that
Yeah.
I'm dealing with in the moment. You got to rise up. You got to make that choice. And I know for those of you guys listening and watching that it's not the easiest thing to
Easiest thing.
do. It's not the easiest choice to make, but it's your choice to make. I think when we start to understand that that's where our power lies, is in our choice to choose the joy, our choice to choose the happiness. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Cheryl, how have you just like kept going in the times that we've been in?
I've kept going because I feel that I am the only one that's responsible for and dedicated to my purpose and my journey. No
Mm,
one else can show up for you if you are not showing up for you. And
right.
even if no one else is showing up for you, you have to be committed to show up in your gifts, in your assignments, in the things that are important to you. So oftentimes we may embark upon a situation or an adventure where we look around for, gee, is there anyone supporting me? Is there anyone encouraging me? And that can be a distractor. I find we
Right.
have to keep focused
Mhm.
and keep moving forward in our purpose. And as we move forward in our purpose, not necessarily doing it for the applause, because if everything we showed up and we did it for applause, we would be greatly
Yeah.
disappointed. But
Mhm.
if it's important to you and you know that it is your passion, it is your journey, it's something that you cannot escape, then you wake up every day with enthusiasm and say, you know what? I'm on, I am all in, you know? And one thing that I learned while I was in the military, they say you either be all in or not in at all.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you have to be all in. You have to be dedicated when you know that it is so much bigger than you. It is greater than how you happen to feel at the moment. It's bigger than who's talking trash about you. It's bigger than your
Mhm.
discouragement, your detractors, even all of the some of the very challenging situations that we may encounter in life. But
Right.
can show up in what it is we are gifted to do throughout the challenges or despite the challenges, regardless of how tough it may be, then we will reap the rewards My dad always had a saying from the time that I was a kid, and I said, "Do you want to do this, or what would you like to do?" He says, "Right now, I am doing what it is that I have to do." He says,
Right.
"A wisdom key in life is when you continuously show up and do all the things that are required of you, do what it is you need to do, you will get to the place in life where you'll begin to enjoy and become, so at peace with the requirements and the necessities that you met, especially if it's obligations to family. You will graduate to the place where you get to enjoy life and do what it is that you want to do. But
Right.
oftentimes people will sacrifice doing or toss aside doing the things that they need to do for the temperamental joy or the thrill. And when we toss the requirements out the window and always only want to get to the fun part, you will find that your life is in shambles. That is what Bishop T.D. Jakes referred to as splurging for what you want and begging and borrowing for what you need.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember many times like that of when I was, working in Pizza Palace and TJ Maxx and all of those jobs when I was younger of going, what Kevin? What?
My first job was at Home Goods.
I'm telling you, like, um, I remember doing those jobs and going like, this can't be it. Is this it for me? Like, what is going on? And not even knowing, but like, I feel like I didn't even come into my purpose really until later in life, and that's okay for some people. And that, I think that experience for me has, I mean, to even switch gears a little bit, has brought such an incredible experience with raising my kids now that my oldest is going to be 20 this year, which we're not going to talk about that. He's going to be 20 this year. And I feel like I've been able to give him this space where I'm like, you don't feel like you need to rush it. Like, discover and figure it out. Whereas I felt like at that age, I had so much pressure to like figure it out. And what's your purpose and what's your passion and what are the things you want to do? And you better just get a job and all of this stuff. And I feel like the experience that I went through of not being able to really connect with my passion and my purpose until later in life, is something that uh, it enables me to be a better mom. I feel like I can create that space for them that wasn't necessarily provided to me. I want to give a quick shout out to some of the friends that are joining us this morning on different platforms. We had Chris Howitt this morning from the UK. Good morning. Good morning. Well, probably afternoon there, but hello. And then we have a couple of our friends from TikTok have been jumping over to the YouTube and Facebook. Oh my God, there's another one too. Hang on a minute. Good morning. Good morning. And he said, kindness is a reflection of oneself. I love that so much, so much. And my girl ARJ is here. She was one of the ones that I don't know if she knows this or not, but I was the one that sent everybody to her for the love rally last night. And so I don't know if she knew that, but she was singing on TikTok. She was in the middle of singing a song and we sent like 100 people into her room. Y'all, she was crying. She could not remember the words. And it was the most beautiful thing ever.
Oh.
Ever. It was so good. But she's part of our little family that we have going on over there on TikTok, and it's fantastic. But I'm so thankful for you, Miss Cheryl and Mr. Kevin, for joining us here on Project Joy this morning. You guys are the best.
You're the best.
Well, you
No, you're
created
the best.
for us to be here. You created this wonderful space where you are more giving than you are a receiver. And you created this space and said, there is enough room for everybody to shine. Hey, everyone, come here and join me in my journey, not just watch and see what it is that I'm doing. Come and take a part of it because you are important too. And when
Yeah.
we can give other people space to shine as opposed to thinking that someone is going to outshine me, or someone else is doing something greater than me and I don't want to be overshadowed. If we just give ourselves enough grace and know that what we do is important, and someone may can do the same thing doing, but they can't do it the way that you are doing it. It is enough
Right.
space for everyone to shine on their own path. We just have to toss aside insecurity, inferiority,
Right.
and thinking that, oh, they're so much better than me and I couldn't possibly be. No, whatever your lot in life, build something on it. Show up and be the best
Mhm.
you that you can be. And no one can take you away from you except when you try to imitate someone else.
Mhm.
Yes.
So thank
Yes.
you
Absolutely.
for creating Podcast Joy and the Breakthrough
Yeah.
Show and Saturday Morning Soul Connection for the Patreon supporters. All of that is such, such, such refreshment to the soul.
Mm,
And these
thank
are things
you.
that you created, and I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Not just because I'm here, but because you persevere, you press through so that you could show up in the world and know that what you did mattered.
Well, listen, y'all can come every single Monday, and just fill my heart with all this love. Y'all can come every Monday. I want you here. Listen, I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know what to say. So that
We
means
love
it's gonna be.
you.
I love you too. That means it's gonna be time to go to break. Cheryl and Kevin, thank you so much for joining me on Project Joy this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You
Absolutely. All right, guys, we are going to be back in just a minute for more of Project Joy Live. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing. Healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Oh my gosh, you guys, I created that little teaser a few weeks ago, and every time it almost it almost brings tears to my eyes because we've been talking a little bit about today, I've really made such a conscious effort to create a family here behind the scenes of the Breakthrough Show Network, the Breakthrough Show, Project Joy Live, Rewriting Reality, Ask Crystal, soon to come. TBT with Jessica. Get ready for some information about that coming up in the coming days. Um, and that is my intention for my friends watching over here on TikTok as well. That's my intention on every platform I'm on, you guys. We have the ability to create a family, to create memories, to create friendships, to create deeper connections. It doesn't have to be this face value stuff, you guys. It doesn't have to be that. It can be so much more than you've ever imagined and dreamed of. And I'm so thankful for some of these relationships that I've created, like Cheryl Ford, like Kevin Kiley, who I create this space and they're like, I'm there. I'm there. When are we doing it? Tell me what time. I will bring the coffee, and I love it. I love it. It's my favorite thing. I want to thank everybody who has joined us this morning, no matter what platform you found us on today. We have my friend Robinson Prince joining us from all the way over in Africa as well. Y'all, we are global this morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you to all of my friends over here on TikTok Live who've hung out with me as we've gotten ready this morning and then stayed for some of the show. It's been so much fun. I want you guys to make it a point to come back and join us every single week at 7 a.m. Central Time for a little Project Joy to start your week, as I say, with a triple shot of good vibes. We're always high vibe here, always talking about starting our week and our day and our lives on the right foot. It's just... it's so nice. Such a breath of fresh air to surround yourself with amazing people. And I invite you to join us every single week at this time. Don't forget, you can also find us through our partner E360 TV on your Roku device or also your Amazon Fire device as well. Fire TV, all you have to do is look for the E360 TV app. All right. E360 TV app, you guys, on Amazon Fire TV, on your Roku, on your iOS device, on your Android device. And you will find both Project Joy Live and the Breakthrough Show under the positive vibrations category, because that's what we do here. So until next week, guys, thank you so much for watching or listening wherever you are today. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. And what I want you to do right now, Kevin, thank you so much for being here today. I want you to give a big shout out and thank you to our guests today, Cheryl Ford and Kevin Kiley. Thank you both for being here. And until next week, make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time, guys.
You've been listening to the Project Joy podcast with your host, Jessica Dugas. We'll see you again next Monday and every Monday for another episode to start your week off right.